One of your biggest stints was at Nielsen, which most people know as a television ratings company, but obviously it does a lot more than that, a lot of marketing research. And one of the highlights of your career at Nielsen was bringing awareness to the multicultural consumer and how brands reacted to them. And I think that this is really significant because I'm of an age that I remember in the 80s, there was no such thing as multiculturalism, at least mainstream. I feel like in the 90s, it just began to become a part of the dialectic. And so I was curious for you, was the experience the same? Did it formally exist for you before that time? And what were the catalysts for changing that multicultural paradigm in marketing?
For me, it was seeing all of the data come across my desk that I found fascinating, simply fascinating. Up until that point, I had had no idea that companies cared about how often you visited a grocery store and how you spent your time inside that store and how what you watched on television influenced the time and the number of trips that you made to the store. For me, I recognize, well, if I don't know this, and I had spent 4 years in the television business and then 2 years before taking on this CPG role at Nielsen, I was on the television side of the business. And so I'd spent all these years and hadn't connected the dots about consumerism, especially as a person of color. And nobody was talking about that. So, yes, I recognize if I didn't know it, chances are our clients didn't know the information, and the consumers and organizations who were spending the money didn't know about it either. My goal was to share it out. And quite frankly, when I proposed the idea to my manager at the time, he said, okay, thanks. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Clients aren't asking for it. So it's not something we want to spend our bandwidth on. And I vehemently disagreed inside with him. So I started working with analysts around the department that could help me bring these numbers to life. And we went ahead and we created a report that to this day has garnered so many awards. We were able to successfully get clients to understand the consumption habits and behavior and buying power of multicultural consumers. I'm incredibly proud of the fact that I didn't let a no stop me.